Well, I've reached the point in my life where I have gotten a gardening-induced back injury. This past weekend, Alex and I were out pulling English ivy in our front yard, in the little berm between our neighbor's yard and our yard. And the reason we were pulling it is because English ivy is taking over, and it actually takes over the wilderness here too. So we wanted to pull it out and plant wildflowers and like blueberries that are native to this area in that berm. So we were out there pulling weeds and we were like making some serious progress. I had like the clippers. Alex was the bagger because I hate doing that. So I would just like cut the stuff down and put it in piles, and then he would put it in the bags to go out to the street. So we were like assembly lining that shit. And anywho, our neighbor came out to say, hey, you guys, what are you doing? Are you putting in a garden bed? And we're like, well, yes, we are. We're thinking of doing blueberries and wildflowers. And she was like, no way. I was thinking of doing blackberries over here. So she knew all about English ivy and the privets that grow here and the cherry laurel that are like these invasive species. We actually volunteer with someone who calls them escaped houseplants, which I think that makes a lot of sense because that's really what they are at the end of the day, right? People buy them. The plants didn't do anything wrong. They're just trying to grow. But still, I cut them down, and one was bleeding. It was really creepy. The cherry laurel I cut, it was like maybe 6 or 7 feet high. And I cut it down with the clippers. And I yelled timber, obviously. Felt like I was playing Valheim. It was freaking cool. So anyways, after I cut it, there was like substantial amount of tree blood coming out. I was thinking about drinking it because maybe that's what entwash is, and then I could become taller, but... So the neighbor and us are going to, the neighbor and we two, me and Alex, we are going to clear out as much of the English ivy as we can, and then we're going to plant our plants. So I'm super pumped about this. If you notice my eyes moving, I'm looking over to see my garden from here, and I'm seeing 2 irises that are growing that they just sprouted. So that was lovely. But as I was pulling those weeds, I was being very fierce about it. I was like, yeah, let's rip these weeds out. Let's rip them out. So I was ripping and tearing, and I was like really going for it. And we filled probably 10 bags of paper, the ones for yard waste. And then we filled 1 whole plastic trash can of stuff, of organic matter. So we did a huge amount of work, and still we have like so much to go. And, I thought I was fine. I thought it was good. So the next day I went out and I kept doing it, pulling more weeds, trying to fill another trash can. And then I woke up the next day and I tried to lift my head. And it hurt so bad that I could barely do it. So basically that was 3 days ago, and I've been like taking 2 showers or maybe 3 per day plus a bath to try and heat my meat to like keep it from hurting so bad. And also I've been putting some Tiger Balm on it, which hasn't been doing much but making my back feel really spicy. So I don't know if it's working. Right now I'm laying on ice. I took some hours off work today. I was like at 2 p.m. I was like, y'all, team, I'm out. I am out. I've got to go. Gotta go ice my fossilized back meat.